Hey guys, RJ from TeleTalks here, doing something a little bit different. This is our first ever over the interwebs quarantine edition of Keep It Simple Stupid. Actually, this is something I've been thinking about far long before this whole pandemic thing started. Just a way to, reach out to other musicians who are not just local. And so this is our test run, and I have with me Mr. Eric Merrow of YouTube fame, who does awesome demos. If you haven't checked him out, you definitely should. And he has put together quite the board. But first, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, first of all, thank you for having me on your channel, man.
Of course. I'm just a little guy. You got the 5,000 subs.
I'm not even up to 5,000. I hope I will soon.
I thought you were.
No, I'm at like 3. Not that matters, but
not that. No, it's just a number. Size doesn't matter.
Exactly. No, thank you. Well,
no worries.
Like you said, I make videos on YouTube and Instagram, gear demos and instructional videos aimed to help musicians, help learn about new pieces of gear, or like how-to stuff, like how to set up your guitar, or film your own videos.
Yeah. I've seen a couple of the instructionals, or like you did the string gauges a while, or actually kind of recently. I feel like, was it recently?
Yeah, that was one of the more recent videos.
I went so I fell down a rabbit hole with your channel. So there was like one day where I binged a lot of it. So the reason why I started watching your channel, I'm trying not to break stuff, is because I picked up one of these too.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And so like, you have one of the few videos that isn't like 5 years old on it. So granted, YouTube compression still sucks, but it is better than it was 5 years ago. So it has a lot better sound quality. Plus you actually got to do a shootout with the thing that it's not the original thing that's based off, but close enough. The boss one, the FZ2 or whatever. So we're going to talk about your Keep It Simple Stupid board, which is kind of a cheat. It's a little bit of a hack.
Hey, I can explain myself.
I mean, it's pretty. I mean, yeah, it meets the criteria of only 4 pedals, but man, can these 4 pedals pretty much do anything you could possibly think of. It is probably the most. See, the whole point of Keep It Simple Stupid is to like lessen your options, but like you kept it all open with this selection. So, but before we get into that, tell me about the signal chain.
Okay, so I set up the board I'm just referring to what my single chain was. So
Okay.
I set up the board in a couple different ways. I picked pedals that could do a bunch of things, like you alluded to. So the signal chain goes my guitar into the tuner first, but then into my like multi-gain stage, which is the Beatronics Royal Jelly, and that's like a fuzz and overdrive in parallel, so it can give me either one. That went into the Midnight V2 from Native Audio, which is like a phaser or vibrato sort of sound.
Tell me what's next in your chain.
Okay, yeah. So we got gain, and then we got like swirly phaser stuff, and then for the rest of the board can sort of flip flop. I guess in my preferred style right now, when I'm just playing by myself with no other people, it would be after the Midnight would come the Dark World, which is a reverb from Chase Bliss Audio. It's got two sides, and again, it can do a whole bunch of stuff.
Is that the one he did with like Keeley? Like one side's like Keeley worked with, yeah.
I think it's the world side is Keeley designed, and that has,
and then the
like
dark world is his.
The dark side is Cooper, I believe, Cooper Effects.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, you're right.
And the world side, that's one thing that I like about that pedal is that the world side is like more standard reverb, so it'd be like spring, hall, and plate, so it gives you just straight ahead great sounding stuff. And then the dark side is where you get all the weirdness sort of stuff. Like my favorite one, I think, is after that reverb goes into the Line 6 DL4, which I use as a looper, so I can play over myself.
That. Yeah, and that has the looper mod, right?
Yes, yeah, I did the looper mod, which essentially just takes the pedal and puts another, like a foot switch up on top, so you can click it and then it's in looper mode, and if you don't want it in looper mode, you can click it again, and then it's back in the normal mode.
I want to go back to the gain section of your. Oh, what amp are you going in? We didn't even talk about that. I know you're playing the SG, but you're an SG guy. Most of your videos, that's what you're rocking. I won't fault you for it. But get a Tele. Anyways, some argue that the SG is the Tele of Gibson. I don't know how true that is, because like if you ask some people, like, oh yeah, it's like there's a lot of twang that the SG has, but then other people say like it's the Firebird. I don't know which one's twangier. I've never played a Firebird. I've only played like an Epiphone SG. Never played anything really above that. But anyways, what amp are you using?
I am using. I don't know if you can see it on video, but it's my Rocket Retro RR100, which is a 100-watt super lead replica. So yeah, it's a super powerful amp.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm a Marshall guy myself.
Nice, me too.
So I like Marshalls.
Yeah. The one thing that when I used to play shows, I would always have a volume pedal because that's how I got my clean sound too. And I love the action or the feeling like of that moving dynamic.
So let's talk about your drive section, the Beatronic stuff. They make some crazy stuff. I'm not gonna lie, their whole line, other than their most recent release, which is like you did a demo on it.
Yeah, the Fat
Bee. Other than that, like all their other stuff just looks super intimidating to like get into with all the knobs, and I'm just like, oh my lord. So it's a little intimidating, but I will say they're really cool guys. Like at NAMM, they go around in bee suits handing out like free stickers. I love it. So cool. Anyways, tell me more about it. You said it's a fuzz and overdrive in parallel.
Yes.
Are these original circuits or like?
I think they are original circuits. I'm not, to my knowledge, I don't think they're really based on anything. It's a drive pedal, but it is a pretty in-depth drive pedal because like we've been saying, it's a fuzz and overdrive in parallel, and there are two presets. So like you can have a blend of more overdrive or a blend of more fuzz, and then you can switch between which preset you want.
Okay.
Then it also has a clean blend, so like if I were playing bass, that would probably be useful for me. And then it's a shared EQ, so everything goes through the same EQ. And then I think you have a gain knob for the overdrive section, and you have another, I can't remember, I think it's like a buzz mode or something that applies to the fuzz. So there's a lot going on there, but like once you sort of get the idea of it, it's pretty easy to dial in what you want.
This is a huge board for Keep It Simple Stupid, just because the size of your pedals that you've chosen. I mean, the Dark World, not really.
Yeah.
But like the DL4, the Beatronics,
it's like
those some huge pedals, dude.
It's 4 pedals, but like what, like 10 or 8 foot switches.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, like I said, totally cheating, guys. And if he wasn't such a nice guy, I would have told him to send it back and try again.
You're wrong.
But you're wrong. Yeah, you're wrong. You can't do this. That's cheating. But you know what? You've officially made me. I'm gonna have to start modifying the rules because you found a way around them. So now I'm like, no, they have to be not only single pedals but have a single function or whatever. Can only have 1 foot switch per pedal. Unless it's a tap tempo. Like I'm gonna have to like really break it down.
You have to use that tap though. If you don't use it, it's not on the board.
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, because like I've had people ask me in the past, like, "Oh, does a volume pedal count?" I'm like, it depends on how you use it. Because some people use it for really more like an effect. Like I would consider like swelling, that would be an effect versus like setting your gain stage. I think is a little bit different because it's more utility than an effect at that point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that.
Like some of us, I get how some people don't like rolling off the knob. Mm-hmm. Like I get it, or like especially like I don't know how Strat players play like play the Strat without hitting that volume.
Yeah, it's so close.
Because it's so close. So like I understand. Because me personally, if I own a Strat, like I have to tape that down and then just play, and then I would have to use a volume pad because I'll just knock it and it'll just go up and down, up and down. All right. Well, I think that about does it. I hope you guys enjoyed this quarantine version, this long distance version of Keep It Simple Stupid. Hopefully it turns out well. This is kind of new to me. We're giving it a shot. Like I said, something I've been wanting to do for a while. I'm glad that I had you on as my first guest.
Yep. Thank you, dude.
Digitally.
Yeah.
Of course, man. And again, be sure to check out this guy on YouTube, obviously. I'll put a link down below. But tell us where you're at on Instagram and all that other fun stuff if you have any other kind of social media.
Yeah, so you can follow me here on YouTube. It's just, my channel name is my name, so it's /Eric Merrow on YouTube. And then on Instagram, it's @Eric Merrow. Follow me on there. Okay. Hit me up. Ask me questions or, whatever.
Awesome. Anywhere else?
That's pretty much it. I do have a Facebook page, but I don't really post much there.
I feel you. I just post when I click, on Instagram, share to Facebook.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But he is active on several groups on Facebook, such as the Tone Jerks podcast, such as I believe I've seen you in 60 Cycle. I could be wrong.
Yeah. I follow, Tone Jerks, 60 Cycle, Tone Mob, and Guitar Knobs.
There you go.
A bunch of different stuff.
Which are all cool places to be, so check those places out as well.
Definitely.
And thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I hope you enjoyed. Tell me what you think about the format. Is this something that you could get used to? Because I definitely would like to do a lot more. And thank you again, Eric. And have a good one, guys.
Thank you, man.
Thank you so much for watching this episode of Keep It Simple Stupid. If you like this episode, be sure to click the link down below and it'll take you to all of our other episodes. Also, if you like this, be sure to subscribe and click the little bell so you get updates on when we upload. Lastly, be sure to leave a comment down below with your suggestion for our next simple board. Till then, see you guys.